Hinduism, one of the world's oldest and most diverse religions, traces its roots to the Vedas and Upanishads. The Vedas, composed around 1500 BCE, serve as the foundational texts offering insights into early Vedic beliefs and practices. The Upanishads, emerging around 800 BCE, delve into profound philosophical ideas concerning reality, the self or Atma, and the ultimate reality, Brahman. These ancient philosophical texts are considered the pinnacle of Vedic thought, encapsulating the essence of the Vedas. Out of the 200 Upanishads, around 108 are commonly known, with 13 principal ones regarded as the most significant and called Mukhya or Principal Upanishads. In our Upanishad series, we will be exploring these 13 principal or Mukhya Upanishads, and today let us learn about the Aitareya Upanishad. The Rig Veda is the oldest known Vedic Sanskrit text. The sounds and texts of the Rig Veda are believed to have been orally transmitted since the 2nd millennium BCE. The text is layered, consisting of the Samhita, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. Rig Veda Samhita is the core text and is a collection of 10 books called mandalas. What is the difference between Samhitas, Brahmanas, and Aranyakas? Well, the Samhitas are hymns to the deities and is the oldest part of the Rig Veda. The Brahmanas are commentaries on the hymns, and the Aranyakas or forest books detail the meaning of the ritual sacrifices. The Aitareya Upanishad belongs to 4th, 5th, and 6th chapters of the 2nd book of Aitareya Aranyaka of the Rig Veda, and hence the name. It is considered the oldest Upanishad and divided into 3 chapters with 33 verses. The Aitareya Upanishad's first chapter opens with profound exploration of the origins of the universe through a symbolic and metaphorical narrative. This narrative is not intended to be taken as a literal description of creation, but rather as a means to convey deeper philosophical truths about the nature of reality and the interplay between the unmanifest and the manifest aspects of existence. The chapter begins with the assertion that, in the beginning, only the ultimate reality known as Brahman existed. This Brahman is also described as Atman, the eternal self, the source of all existence, and the underlying essence of everything in the universe. This unmanifest reality is formless, timeless, and beyond any conceptualization. It embodies pure consciousness and represents the absolute truth. Within this unmanifest Brahman, a desire for creation arises. This desire is not a fleeting or whimsical wish, but rather an inherent quality of Brahman itself. It's important to note that this desire is not driven by external factors or needs, as Brahman is self-sufficient and complete. The desire arises from within Brahman as a natural expression of its infinite potential for self-expression. This desire sets in motion the process of creation. Brahman begins to differentiate itself into various aspects and forms, leading to the manifestation of the universe. As a result of this desire, Brahman begins to differentiate itself. It's important to note that even as differentiation begins, Brahman's unity remains intact and undivided in essence throughout the process. This differentiation involves the manifestation of various aspects and forms, each with its unique characteristics and qualities. The Upanishad uses the metaphor of a cosmic sacrifice or yajna to explain the differentiation process. The concept of sacrifice or yajna is deeply ingrained in ancient Indian spiritual and ritualistic traditions and involves offering something valuable as an act of devotion and surrender to the divine. In the context of the Upanishad, the cosmic sacrifice metaphor symbolizes Brahman's self-offering for the purpose of creation. This dual role emphasizes that Brahman's differentiation is a dynamic self-expression. Just as offerings in a traditional yajna are transformed through rituals into a higher form, Brahman transforms itself into the diverse components of the universe. Similar to how a ritualistic sacrifice is performed with a specific intention, the cosmic sacrifice metaphor implies a purposeful intent behind creation. Brahman's desire to become many indicates a divine purpose behind the multiplicity of forms and aspects in the universe. Then, the chapter 1 of Aitareya Upanishad starts to explain this process in detail as to how Brahman created the universe in stages, which we will explore in our next video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Vedas Demystified and encourage us to create more of such insightful and interesting content.